We need a gimbal on.
I'm toting the rock right now.
I wonder how that's gonna look.
It's gonna look terrible.
What's up, you guys? Welcome to a new YouTube video. Heart rate's a little high today. I got the cameraman. He took a couple breaks so he could keep up.
That was Cap.
We're out here burning the midnight oil. What time is it? Like almost 8 probably?
Probably.
Shout out Josh. 3 pips today. Probably a $2,000 to $3,000 day for him. Might be 4. Besides that, man, what's new?
You got me for 100 more feet. Say something good.
Come to the meetup, man, in Austin. September 26th, 27th. See y'all there. You guys want to know why the Bachelor stuff is overrated? Because I get home 9:14 p.m. and I got a half a pound of beef and some protein pasta lined up after I've been working. Today we officially moved community from school to Circle. Circle's not as popular, but it's been around for a while, longer than school, and I think it's gonna be better. I released, the last video I was talking about some new funnels we're gonna release. I released a low ticket funnel. We had like maybe 10 people join it so far. It's just some course material, a group chat, and a call every week, which is gonna be on Tuesday. Besides that, rode around on my e-bike for 2 hours today. Talked to old agency partner. They crushed $1 million a month in the sales agency. He was asking me, dude, what should I talk about at the event? If you don't know, September 26th, 27th, Austin, Texas. It's basically sold out, but we have some standard tickets. If you're interested, let me know. But he's like, dude, I don't know what to talk about at the event. Whole time, he just made $1 million in a month with a sales agency. Not profit, but I'm like, dude, you could literally talk about anything and these people would eat it up. So I was like, you should just talk about how being good at what you do and fostering relationships pays off in the long run, because he's like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years into the industry now. Had that conversation. What else is new? We had someone join the community today. Shout out to you, Natalie. If I didn't show you, the boy D'Aven in the community, 25K commission month in high ticket sales, remote closing. He's basically one of the first guys in the community like 3 years ago. 25K is awesome, but what if I told you he's been juggling a tech sales role throughout the entirety of his time in the high ticket space, even last month when he made $25,000 closing. He's had a W-2 tech sales role with benefits. A lot of you guys ask me, hey, can I do this alongside this job, or tech sales or whatever? Well, you're gonna get your answer soon when we film this interview and release it. We already have one. We filmed it when he did 4.5K per month part-time while being an SDR. Now he did 25K. Well, I don't know what role he has in tech sales right now, but we're gonna find out. I'm gonna stop talking, eat this, and go to bed. What's up? 3-mile run done. It's 9 a.m. We're going no food, heavy caffeine. It's newsletter day. Before we get into newsletter day, I gotta show you guys the first win from Circle, where we moved the community. Aaron is at 9.6K commission so far this month, and it's the 19th. It's a good first win. Before I get into newsletter writing and get wicked caffeinated, I gotta let you know, my book got stolen. Started to get in the habit of reading, almost finished this book, got stolen off the back of my bike at a gas station, I think, along with a bag and some other shit. That's not cool. So really, the benefit of doing this is not to like learn more. I could learn more on YouTube. It is to like practice focus. And now, because I don't have a book to read, I'm gonna practice focus by drawing. I'm gonna illustrate to you guys, if I can find my pen, something to you guys that I think you should know about. And I'm gonna do it with this pen, the serial sales pen. Shout out Luca from Croatia, community member, one of the first guys, multiple 5-figure months while in college. DM setting, working with American companies. Coming to the meetup for a second time. Guy loves Austin, I think. Shout out to you, Luca. This pen rocks. I'm gonna do my best. All right, you can see 4 quadrants right here. In my mind, there are 4 types of sales coaches. So let's put it in fishing analogies, right? Catch a man a fish, feed him for a day, teach a man to fish, feed him for life. That's not new to anybody here, but there's 4 types of sales coaches. Now, if I'm someone who is looking how to develop a skill that can feed me forever, and I'm looking for something that will logically help me become self-sufficient, it's not the guy that's going to talk about the fish. It's not the guy that just is really good at short form content that's going to get millions and millions of views and just makes like the best reels. Like maybe they've made money in sales, but just because they are the most viral and they have the most followers doesn't mean I necessarily want to learn how to get a sales job and do well from that person. The guy that is going to talk about fishing all the time is not the guy that's going to help put food in my stomach. That's number 1. We're going to call it famous. Maybe a overstatement, but famous, cross that out. We don't want to talk about the fish. Let's talk about the guy who's going to teach us how to cook the fish. Well, what good is it to know how to cook the fish if we don't know how to get the fish in the first place? Okay, and not to mention, fish can be eaten raw a lot of times, and it's usually pretty good like that. But why am I going to spend time learning how to cook the fish when I don't even have fish? If you don't have a fish in your possession, this is putting the cart before the horse. Sales training. I'm talking about objection handling. I'm talking about just like advanced sales training. Advanced sales training doesn't get you hired. Now there's a time and a place for it, but if your job is to break into remote high ticket sales and get a setting or closing job and make money, this is not the first thing you should do, and it should not be the main focus. We don't want the guy that's just going to talk about the fish. We don't want the guy that's going to teach us how to cook the fish, because that doesn't matter right now. You're putting one thing in front of the other. Then it comes down to, do we want the guy that's going to catch the fish for us, or do we want to learn how to catch the fish ourselves? And the analogy that I'm going to make here, job placement versus, we're talking about job placement versus proximity and coaching. I have a whole video on why job placement is not what you want. Job placement, you guys, there is nobody. I gotta look at y'all for this one. There is just nobody that has an infinite network that can just place you into roles unless they are the hiring manager or they can forcefully put you into people's companies. It just doesn't exist. I know, I've run a sales agency with 30 people. We've done $700,000 in a month. I've been in this industry for 3 years coaching people. I tried to do the placement on a very small scale, and I just didn't like the outcome, to be honest. And so placement, I'll link the placement video, like me debunking the whole placement thing at the end of this video. Placement is not what you want, because even if it is a perfect placement, what happens if that falls through and the guarantee to you that you paid for was just one placement? What do you do after that? Or what do you do after that role? You work it for a little bit, you get some results, and you're ready for the next role. You only got one placement, dude. Sorry, you only got one placement. You're on your own. Good luck. I have all these connections though. You only got one placement. What we do, proximity and coaching. It's the difference from me just handing you a fish, handing you one fish one time, or teaching you how to go and find the fish. And not only how to go fishing, but how to catch fish and how to catch more fish than other people. We're really rolling with the fish analogy here. If I were to rank all of these 4, in terms of how valuable they are and like in which order you should consider, I'm gonna go 1, be taught how to fish, get proximity and get coaching to become the best, to have the highest odds. 2, sales training. But this does not come before this. Too many people think this comes before this, and then they do all this, and then they're like, whoa, I still don't have a job, I'm floating around over here, and then they end up coming here, they end up coming to our community. The third one is placement. And honestly, there's big separation between these two. Like honestly, I'm gonna put it down here. Placement, and then I'm just calling it famous because it's easy to understand. These are dog shit, to be honest. If anyone's gonna tell you, oh no, dude, like if they don't do placement, they just don't know the right people, they don't have the right connections. Dude, I know more people than all the placement people. I know exactly who they're talking to, and I know the mentors of the people that they are going to try to place you with. And it only takes a couple of bad placements for people to stop trusting you and to stop trusting your sales reps. So anyways, little rant for you guys. Don't just look for someone to hand you the fish. Don't look for someone to teach you how to cook the fish. You ever had tuna nigiri? It's great. You should learn how to catch the tuna yourself. And why you would just hang out with people that talk about fish all day? Beyond me, dude. Get in the right room. My community is where we do this. You basically learn how to become the best fisherman, and then you go to like the best lake to fish in. That is what my community is. And not only are you there for a day or until you land, until you catch a fish, but you are there as long as you need to catch the fish. As long as you're gonna be hungry. Don't mess it up, you guys.
Dude, can't even.
Walk with some oar, man.
1:30 rest.
There we go.
Need water.
Hey man, let me show y'all something. What's that meme where he's like, let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something! Let me tell you something! Football player. Bro's just flexing his bike.
That's bro who I was just talking about. Josh. Rewind the clip.
Shout out Josh. 3 pips today. Probably a $2,000 to $3,000 day for him.
2,100 today. First 3-piece. That's $3K Canadian for him. Hey, he's stealing.
Hey, yo, quiet. It's closing an $8 billion deal. If it ain't about the money, I don't want to talk. Oh, shit. Little honey pack.
What happened with tech sales?
Shit, there's a clip of me saying that I never wanted to be a 10K a month closer and I wanted to just like chill and do tech sales or whatever. Pop it up. I don't know if you remember that Tequila Thursday video. Yeah, I did it for about 2 months, 3 months at probably the biggest startup company in the country outside of like Palantir and like OpenAI, like private companies and everything. And fuck that with a passion, to be honest with you. Sales reps, terrible. Day-to-day, awful. We had probably 8 to 10 hours a week of trainings about how to do like a permission-based opener and everything.
That's fire.
And yeah, it's fire as fuck. And I'm not a hater on cold calling at all. Some of you out there who may end up working a B2B high ticket role or something, you might have to cold call. It's not that bad. It's pretty easy. You're just picking up the phone and dialing. Then whenever you have to do 2 hours of training in the morning and then another 3 hours of training later in the afternoon about how to properly word an email that's going to be automated for the next 15 cadence steps. It's kind of pointless. You're not doing a lot of selling. And I'm going to be honest, man, I made way more money in high ticket sales. I had a 60K base, 65K base. Not worth it at all. And your W-2 employee, they took the taxes out of it, man. When I was purely 1099, shout out to my CPA, brother, we beat the shit out of the IRS last year. You know how many W-2 employees can say that? 0. They did not beat the IRS. We did. This is officially, maybe, kinda, sorta, the return of the Mac. Tech sales sucks. No hate to tech sales hacks. If you're looking to make money, do it quickly, and you have an aspiration outside of sales 10 years from now, if you think you're going to be more into sales rep 10 years down the line, don't do tech sales. Get into high ticket, do 1099 stuff, go actually make money, put it where you need it to be, invest it correctly, start a business, leverage your time, and go live life, man. I just turned 22 a month ago. What the hell do I look like in corporate America? I'm supposed to be in a frat. I can't wear this shit to work.
You basically do.
I did wear this shit to work, and that's why they didn't nah, they love me.
Sunday morning in the booth, final edits. I've had to refilm this like 4 times. Not even joking, I'm about done. But I was telling you guys, people that have mics, including myself, who used to do this, it's weird, it's lame. Looks like I'm trying to show off that I have a mic. It's cool to have a mic. I think you should get one if you can, but I just like it like this. Also, when you do it like this, you're like talking into the side of it. It's like potentially covering your face. It's like, all right, dude, we get it. You got a mic. Anyways, I like to do it like this, but I wanted to show you guys into the new Circle community. Circle is so much better than School, in my opinion. School, if you've ever used it, is a little clunky. and Circle is just a little bit sexier. It's faster on mobile and desktop. I just like it better from a UI perspective, but also as the community owner. From that perspective, it allows us to do so much more, have so much more customization, different tiers of access. You saw we just released the $14 low ticket community that has a weekly call with me, course material, group chat. Couldn't do that in school. Yeah, this is Circle. Super easy. I try to make it really easy because it can be confusing. Hiring section, community section, course section. This is the starter group that not everyone's going to see, but if you do the $14 one, you'll be in the starter group. Like new sales roles, super easy to come in here, scroll through, find sales roles, 66 offers hiring. You come in here, sort by type of role, closer or setter, boom. Then we have these recruiting pipelines you can come in, apply to, open to work. We're going to have people make like player cards and then have business owners come in here and like message you directly. Wins channel, obviously my favorite and the best. We're giving away a Whoop this month in August. We had Noah 1.4K on his day off Saturday. Aaron's about to hit a 15K month. We just filmed an interview 3 videos ago. Josh Pinner, the last video, filmed a 15K interview. 7K collected in 17 minutes. That's 10% commission. Do the math, you guys. Austin hitting the water close. So we got that course material, and see how like fast this app is. It's awesome. This looks a little bit different because I'm an admin, but if I view it, like we have 73 sections on just selling. Overall, I think it's just a better platform, dude. It allows us to do so much more customization. It's gonna be fun. In the last video, I was telling you guys about how we're gonna change the funnel, and we've had like kind of little push of new people join the community. Shout out to you, David. Shout out to Angel. Shout out to Jace. Shout out to Owen, Austin homie. I think we had like 5 people jump in this week. Our goal, make an interview, make a testimonial out of every single person that jumps in here. Does it happen with everyone? Absolutely not. Because what we're shooting for, like 10K per month plus for an interview. The reality is like not everyone who gets into sales makes 10K per month plus. You have to be a winner. You have to try. Nothing's automatic. The people that say they're going to give you that 10K per month placement, just think about the fish, man. Fish analogy. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Go down to the first link in the description if you want to look into the community stuff. And please like the video, comment on the video. Let's keep growing on YouTube. I like YouTube. It's fun. I used to always film and edit skate videos before, and it kind of gives me like the same vibe editing YouTube videos and making them. So show some love if you like the videos. I'll see y'all next week.